Ever questioned why Sigma males often come off as arrogant? Is it merely a front or a deeper aspect of their personalities? In the realm of social dynamics, Sigma males are a puzzling enigma. They don't conform to the usual alpha-beta dichotomy, instead carving their own unique path in the social hierarchy. Their unconventional approach might be baffling to some, but it's precisely what sets them apart. Sigma males are often misunderstood, perceived as aloof, or even arrogant. But is this a fair judgment? To answer that, we need to delve deeper into the psyche of these intriguing individuals. Sigma males are the free spirits, the wanderers, the ones who march to the beat of their own drum. They're neither leaders nor followers, but solitary wolves who prefer their own company to the hustle and bustle of social gatherings. Their introverted nature can be mistaken for arrogance, but it's more about independence and self-sufficiency. While alphas rule the roost and betas play the supporting roles, Sigmas don't care for such labels or power structures. They're perfectly content being on the outskirts, observing and learning. This detachment from societal norms and expectations can make them seem distant and arrogant, but it's simply a manifestation of their individualistic streak. Sigma males are also highly introspective. They spend a lot of time in their own heads, contemplating life's mysteries and their place in the universe. This introspective nature, combined with their preference for solitude, can make them seem standoffish. However, it's important to understand that the perceived arrogance of Sigma males is more about self-assuredness than superiority. They're confident in their abilities and don't feel the need to prove themselves to anyone. They know their worth and don't require validation from others, which can sometimes come across as arrogance. So in essence, the arrogance attributed to Sigma males is a complex mix of their introspective nature, self-sufficiency, and non-conformity. It's not about superiority, but rather a reflection of their unique place in the social hierarchy. So, let's explore the brutal truths behind the perceived arrogance of Sigma males. Starting off, the first brutal truth. Sigma males are often lone wolves by choice. This isn't because they are antisocial or lack social skills, it's simply because they value their independence and solitude. They are the ones who walk their own path, they dance to their own tune, and they thrive in their own company. In many ways, this lone wolf syndrome is misunderstood. It's often seen as arrogance, aloofness, or even rudeness. But it's none of these things. It's a conscious choice made by Sigma males to distance themselves from the noise and drama of society. They find comfort in their own world, where they can indulge in their thoughts, ideas, and pursuits without external interference or judgment. This is not to say that Sigma males are hermits. No, they can and do interact with others. They are perfectly capable of being charming and sociable when they choose to be, but they value their alone time. They see it as a time to recharge, to reflect, and to delve into their innermost thoughts. This solitude also allows them to develop a strong sense of self. They know who they are, what they want, and what they believe in. They don't need the approval or validation of others. They don't need to fit in or conform. They are secure in their own identity, and this security allows them to be authentic and true to themselves. At the end of the day, this independence and solitude is a source of strength for Sigma males. It allows them to be self-reliant, to be resilient, and to be free from the constraints of societal expectations. They are not bound by the need to please others or to be liked. They are comfortable in their own skin, and they are unapologetically themselves. In essence, the lone wolf syndrome is not a symptom of arrogance, but rather a manifestation of the Sigma male's independence, self-sufficiency, and authenticity. It's a testament to their strength and their ability to thrive in solitude. Lone wolf by nature, Sigma males don't seek validation. They thrive in their own company. Moving on to the second truth, Sigma males are self-sufficient. In a world that's increasingly interconnected, where assistance and collaboration are often seen as keys to success, the Sigma male's self-sufficiency stands out, almost like a sore thumb. This isn't because they're antisocial or aloof, but rather because they have an innate belief in their own abilities and a deep-seated desire to rely on no one but themselves. This self-sufficiency can easily be misconstrued as arrogance. After all, it's easy to mistake a refusal to ask for help as a dismissal of others' abilities. But the truth is, Sigma males are not dismissing others. They're simply expressing their confidence in their own abilities. Imagine a lone wolf capable of hunting, protecting its territory, and surviving on its own. This is the Sigma male. Their world is one they've built themselves, a fortress of self-reliance that they fiercely protect. It's not about boasting or showing off. It's about the satisfaction they derive from knowing they can stand on their own 2 feet. This doesn't mean Sigma males never need help, or that they're incapable of accepting it. It simply means they prefer to solve their problems themselves, to teach themselves, to learn from their own experiences. This is a trait that can be admired, a testament to their resilience and resourcefulness. However, it's important to remember that self-sufficiency doesn't equate to selfishness. Sigma males may be self-reliant, but they're also capable of empathy and understanding. They're not blind to the needs of others. They just choose to prioritize their own needs first. In the end, Sigma males are not arrogant for being self-sufficient. They're simply confident and self-reliant. They believe in their abilities, they trust in their judgment, and they're not afraid to forge their own path. It's a trait that can be intimidating, but it's also one that's deeply admirable. Sigma males are not trying to belittle anyone. They're simply living life on their own terms. Their self-reliance is often misunderstood as arrogance. The third truth is their silent confidence. Silent confidence is a hallmark of Sigma males, a trait that often sets them apart in a crowd. This is a kind of confidence that doesn't need to be announced or loudly proclaimed. It's a quiet assurance in their abilities and worth that doesn't seek validation or applause. Imagine a person who walks into a room, not with a grandiose entrance or a flamboyant display of charisma, but with a calm and composed demeanor. There is no need to dominate conversations, no urge to be the center of attention. Instead, they listen more than they speak, observe more than they participate. This is the Sigma male. Their confidence not in their words, but in their silence. The fourth truth: Sigma males are non-conformists. Now, this trait is often seen as arrogance, but let's delve deeper to understand why. Non-conformity, in essence, is a refusal to accept or follow societal norms or expectations. It's about marching to your own beat, and Sigma males, they've perfected this art. They're the ones who stand out in a crowd, not because they're seeking attention, but because they're simply different. They're the rebels with a cause, the quiet revolutionaries. Sigma males are the epitome of the saying, "I don't fit in, and that's okay." They've embraced their uniqueness and have no desire to mold themselves to fit into predefined societal boxes. This is not a rebellious act against society, but rather a strong assertion of their individuality. It's about living life on their own terms, making their own rules, and not being afraid to step off the beaten path. They don't see the need to follow the crowd, to adhere to societal norms, or to seek validation from others. Their non-conformity is not about being different for the sake of being different, but about being true to themselves. However, this non-conformity can often be misconstrued as arrogance because they choose not to follow the crowd. They can be seen as thinking they're better than others, as having an air of superiority. But this isn't the case. Sigma males don't believe they're superior. They simply believe in their own path. They are comfortable with who they are, and they don't feel the need to justify their choices or their lifestyle to anyone. This may come off as standoffish or arrogant, but it's not. It's a manifestation of their self-assuredness and their belief in their own abilities. So when you see a Sigma male who doesn't conform to societal standards, remember, it's not arrogance, it's individuality. It's not a sign of superiority, but of self-belief. It's not a disregard for others, but a respect for their own journey. Their non-conformity is often mistaken as arrogance. But remember, what may seem like arrogance is often just a strong sense of self. The fifth truth: Sigma males are introspective. Imagine an individual who spends a significant portion of their time in contemplation, delving into the depths of their thoughts and emotions. This is the introspective nature of a Sigma male. It is not merely a pastime, but a way of life, a constant pursuit of self-understanding and personal growth. Sigma males are often lost in thought, analyzing their actions, reactions, and the world around them. They strive to understand the underlying reasons for their behavior and the behaviors of others. This deep introspection allows them to develop a unique perspective on life. which can sometimes lead them to appear detached or aloof. Now, it's easy to misinterpret this detachment. From an outsider's view, a Sigma male might seem disinterested or indifferent. But this couldn't be further from the truth. They are simply immersed in their internal world, exploring the intricate maze of their minds. This introspective nature often means that Sigma males are not as expressive or communicative as others might be. They don't feel the need to share their thoughts or feelings openly because they are comfortable dealing with them internally. However, this can lead to misunderstandings. People might perceive their introspective nature as arrogance. They could interpret their silence as a sign of superiority, their detachment as a form of disdain. But this is a misinterpretation. Sigma males are not arrogant, they're introspective. They are not aloof because they think they're above others, but because they are deeply engrossed in their inner world. It's important to understand this distinction. Sigma males are not trying to put others down with their silence or detachment. They are simply processing their thoughts and feelings internally, a trait that is essential to their identity. In fact, their introspective nature is one of their greatest strengths. It allows them to gain a deep understanding of themselves and the world around them, to navigate life with a unique perspective, and to continuously grow as individuals. So, the next time you encounter a Sigma male who seems detached or aloof, remember, it's not arrogance, it's introspection. They're on a journey of self-discovery, exploring the depths of their minds. Their introspection is often mistaken as arrogance. The sixth truth: Sigma males are unpredictable. This trait can be quite unsettling, especially for those who thrive in the comfort of predictability and routine. Imagine a chess game where one player constantly breaks the established strategies, opting for unexpected moves instead. This is the Sigma male in life's grand chessboard. Their unpredictability is not born out of a desire to confuse or mislead, but rather from their innate need for freedom and autonomy. They don't like to be boxed into expectations, and they certainly don't appreciate having their actions dictated by societal norms. This refusal to adhere to a predictable pattern can be off-putting to some, who may mistake it for a form of arrogance. But let's pause for a moment and consider, is it really arrogance, or is it simply a different approach to life? Sigma males, with their unconventional ways, challenge the status quo. They remind us that there isn't just one way to live, one path to follow. They embody the essence of unpredictability, not out of defiance, but out of a deep-seated belief in individuality and personal freedom. This unpredictability extends to their interpersonal relationships as well. A Sigma male might seem distant and aloof one day, then surprisingly engaging the next. Their unpredictable nature can be confusing to those around them, often leading to misunderstandings and misinterpretations. They're not trying to be difficult, they're just being themselves, free-spirited and independent. Sigma males are like the wind, neither contained nor directed. They blow where they choose, and there's a certain beauty in that freedom. However, to those who value stability and predictability, this can be intimidating, even threatening. It's easy to label this as arrogance, as a refusal to play by the rules. But in reality, it's a manifestation of their unique personality type, a testament to their individuality. In conclusion, the unpredictability of Sigma males is not a sign of arrogance. It's a reflection of their free spirit, their independence, and their refusal to be bound by societal norms. They dance to the beat of their own drum, and while this can be challenging for those around them, it's simply who they are. Their unpredictability is often mistaken as arrogance. The seventh truth: Sigma males may have a sense of intellectual elitism. This statement may be a hard pill to swallow, but it's a facet of the Sigma male persona that we cannot ignore. Sigma males are driven by intellectual pursuits and curiosity. They have an insatiable hunger for knowledge, a thirst that is never fully quenched. This drive is not for bragging rights or to prove superiority, but rather it is fueled by a genuine interest in understanding the world in its entirety. They find comfort in the realms of philosophy, science, literature, and the arts. They are often the ones staying up late into the night, engrossed in a book or a thought-provoking documentary. They are the ones who relish in deep, meaningful conversations, often steering clear of small talk and mundane chatter. However, this intense pursuit of knowledge can sometimes be perceived as arrogance. This is especially the case if the person on the receiving end doesn't share the same enthusiasm for intellectual discourse. Sigma males may come off as dismissive or aloof, not because they believe they're superior, but because they find little value in shallow or unstimulating conversations. It's important to understand that this intellectual elitism isn't about looking down on others. It's about a deep-seated passion for knowledge and understanding. Sigma males have a unique way of processing information, often preferring to delve into the depths of a topic rather than skimming the surface. They're not interested in knowing a little about a lot. They want to know a lot about a lot. This can create a divide, a misunderstanding, where their intellectualism is mistaken for arrogance. They're not trying to belittle anyone, but their intense focus on intellectual pursuits can inadvertently create an aura of exclusivity. Sigma males are not interested in intellectual superiority. They're interested in intellectual fulfillment. They are seekers of wisdom, explorers of the mind. They revel in the joy of learning, the thrill of understanding, and the satisfaction of knowledge. Their intellectual elitism is often mistaken as arrogance. But remember, it's not about superiority. It's about the relentless pursuit of understanding. The eighth and final truth: Sigma males are emotionally detached. This statement often raises eyebrows, but it's a key aspect of the Sigma personality. Emotional detachment in this context doesn't mean the lack of emotions. Instead, it refers to the ability of Sigma males to manage their emotions in a way that doesn't control their actions or decisions. Now, this emotional detachment can be perceived as arrogance, and here's why. We live in a society where emotional expression is often seen as a sign of authenticity, of being real. It's not uncommon for people to expect a certain level of emotional exchange in relationships, be it personal or professional. Sigma males, however, march to the beat of their own drum. They may not engage in emotional exchanges as frequently or as intensely as others might expect. This isn't because they're incapable of feeling or expressing emotions, but rather because they choose to keep their emotions in check. They believe in staying calm under pressure, in maintaining a level head, and in not letting emotions cloud their judgment. This often translates into a certain aloofness, a certain distance that Sigma males maintain. They might not be the ones to wear their hearts on their sleeves, to gush about their feelings, or to engage in emotional outpourings. This detachment can sometimes be misinterpreted as indifference, or even arrogance. But here's the thing: Sigma males are not being arrogant. They're not trying to put themselves above others by keeping their emotions in check. Instead, they're simply following their own code, their own way of navigating the world. They understand that emotions are powerful, and they choose to manage them in their own way, rather than letting them run rampant. So, the next time you encounter a Sigma male who seems aloof or detached, remember this: it's not arrogance, it's their way of emotional management. They're not trying to belittle your emotions or place themselves above you. They're simply being true to their Sigma nature, maintaining their emotional equilibrium in a world that often thrives on emotional chaos. Their emotional detachment is often mistaken as arrogance, but now you know it's not arrogance. It's just the Sigma way. So, there you have it. The 8 brutal truths behind Sigma males' perceived arrogance. Let's take a quick journey back through the labyrinth of the Sigma psyche. First, we met the lone wolf syndrome, where Sigma males prefer solitude over socializing, a trait often mistaken for arrogance. Then we delved into their unparalleled self-sufficiency, a trait that equips them with an uncanny ability to handle life's challenges independently. Next, we explored the silent confidence that oozes from Sigma males. It's not about boasting or showing off. It's about knowing their worth and not feeling the need to prove it. We also discovered their non-conformity. Sigma males dance to the beat of their own drum, often seen as arrogance, but in reality, it's about staying true to themselves. We then ventured into their introspective nature. Sigma males enjoy deep thoughts and self-reflection, which might seem standoffish to some. Following this, we met unpredictability, a trait that keeps Sigma males intriguing, even if their unpredictability is sometimes mistaken for aloofness. We also uncovered their intellectual elitism. Sigma males value knowledge and intellect above all else, leading some to view them as arrogant. Lastly, we examined emotional detachment, a defense mechanism that Sigma males employ to protect their inner world, often misconstrued as cold-heartedness. These 8 truths are not an excuse for arrogance, but a peek into the misunderstood world of Sigma males. It's crucial to remember that everyone has a unique way of navigating the world, and Sigma males are no different. Understanding and empathizing with different personality types promotes healthier, more fulfilling relationships. In the end, it's not about labeling or pigeonholing individuals into specific categories. It's about recognizing the diversity of human nature and appreciating the unique strengths and challenges that each personality type brings to the table. Remember, understanding is the first step to acceptance, and only with acceptance can there be recovery.